Okay, so before we review the last class, I sent 2 questions, right? 2 or 3? 5 questions. Okay. Okay, so can you repeat
Yes.
question number 1?
Yes. Question number 1. How can one explain that there is no contradictions among all the 3 teachings of Buddha, namely Hinayana, Mahayana, and Tantrayana?
Okay, so we have 5 questions. So each question answer, so 1 person. Did everybody receive the question?
Yes.
Make sure everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Number 1, have you received that question?
Yes, I did.
That's good.
Are you asking me now to answer?
Yeah.
Okay, I own up, right? Okay.
The first question.
Okay, I'm trying to read what I've written here.
Mhm.
Okay, so my answer, based on my own opinion, is through analytical meditation. No contradiction. So what I've written down here that it's according to page
Mhm.
60.
Everybody should have a kind of notebook. So you should copy the question and written down the answer in short form. It's good. Then we can correct if there's some mistake.
Okay, so what I've written here for my notes is that in literally all seems to contradict each other, but the main practice is to take us all up to enlightenment, and from small to medium to greater scope. So like Theravada is talking about the dogmas, the disciplines. Mahayana is on the Bodhicitta and the 6 perfection, and the Vajrayana is based on 2 stages. But so it's according to this. Therefore, it seems to be a contradiction, but it's an all-rounder, meaning to combine everyone in a harmonious manner and leading to enlightenment.
Okay.
That is my answer.
Yeah, good answer. She said actually there are 3 main teaching. The teaching about Hinayana, teaching about Mahayana, and within the Mahayana there's a teaching about Tantrayanas. So actually there are 3 main teaching. So Hinayana teaching more explain about ethic, practicing about Four Noble Truth, practice about the 8 unfold Arya path. So the Hinayana teaching teach us how to reduce the negative emotion, negative thoughts. Plus the Mahayana teaching teach us how to help all sentient beings. Then is explained how to develop bodhicitta, how to develop great compassion, for unmeasurable practices, and it teaches us how to achieve Buddhahood. Then number 3, the Tantrayana teaching also teach us how to achieve Buddhahood. So Tantrayana practice is not separate than the Mahayana practice. Okay, so usually we have a Hinayana, Mahayana. Within the Mahayana we have 2 different types of teaching, 2 different types of practice. So the Tantrayana practice teach us, teach us how to achieve Buddhahood within the short lifetime, within the few years, or also teach us how to achieve Buddhahood in a very easy and quicker way. But mainly all teaching teach us how to achieve the lasting happiness. So there's no any contradiction among the 3 teaching or 3 discourse. It's good answer. The next one, Sunam.
The second question is, name the three basket teachings by Lord Buddha.
Okay. Can you explain what are the three baskets of Buddha?
What I wrote is the three basket of teaching is the discipline, the discourse, and the philosophy. That's all I wrote.
Okay. Actually, there are three baskets. Actually, Buddha Shakyamuni gave lot of teachings in many different places and many different times. But all teaching we can make a three category, right? So, what some teaching teach us about the discipline, right? You are right. How to be ethical. And another teaching, category we can put how to meditate, how we can have mindfulness. Then there's another teaching that teaches how to develop wisdom, how do we can see the subtle reality of all phenomena. The name are in Sanskrit there's three Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, then Abhidharma, no Sutrayana.
Hinayana, Mahayana,
No, three baskets. Actually, Mahayana, Hinayana, Tantrayana is finished. Three baskets. No, Sutrayana. Sutra Pitaka and Vinaya Pitaka, Abhidharma Pitaka. Okay, that means all practices must include into three: practice of ethics or practice of Shila. This means we usually we take a lot of vows. We must put into practice of Shila, with the Vinaya Pitaka. Then Sutra Pitaka.
Abhidharma second, right?
Yeah, Abhidharma, and Abhidharma teach us what? What is explained? Abhidharma explain, all the reality of all phenomena. So mainly, they teach us, how to understand the emptiness. So the Abhidharma, the content, the main subject is emptiness. The Vinaya, Pitaka most content the ethics, but it explains also many things. The most important they emphasize about the ethics. The Sutra Pitaka, is also explain ethic, also explain the emptiness, but the most the emphasize most about the practice, paths, meditation, mindfulness. So, in order to achieve, happiness, the lasting happiness of Buddhahood, first we need to practice Shila. We need to take the vows. We have to maintain the vows as much as we can. When you take the vows, when you maintain the vows as much as you can, it reduces, the very gross level of negative thoughts. For example, someone takes vow, say, I'm not doing any kind of, I'm not killing any sentient beings. That means it reduces the gross level of hatred, gross level of anger. Somebody take a vow, say, okay, I'm not going to have any physical relationship with anybody. It also reduces the gross level of attachment and desire. So the Shila is the kind of very basics and very like a foundation, is like a ground, is kind of land. Next, then you in order to achieve happiness, then you have to practice mindfulness. You need a really mindful. You need mindfulness. Mindfulness reduce more negative emotion in the subtle level. And next, when you practice wisdom of understanding of emptiness, then it reduce all the negative emotion as well as it is cut the root of all the negative emotions. So we have to practice Shila, we have to practice mindfulness, then we have to practice the wisdom of emptiness. Yeah, 3 baskets, right? So next question, Sonam.
Question number 3. Name all 4 classes of Tantra.
Okay, I think, can you explain about the 4 classes of Tantra?
Highest Yoga Tantra, Chaya Tantra, Kriya Tantra.
Yeah. So you must explain from the lower to from lower to higher. Kriya Tantra, then Chaya Tantra, then Yoga Tantra, then highest Yoga Tantra.
Kriya Tantra is action.
Yeah, it's first level.
First level.
Second, Chaya
Kriya
Tantra,
Tantra is
performance.
So third is
Third one's Yoga Tantra.
Yoga Tantra.
Yeah. The last one,
Anuttara.
Anuttara, or highest Tantra Yoga, highest Tantra. So for us, very important to know, all the Tantra teaching, all the Tantra practice must include into 4 practice. Practice of, Kriya Tantra, practice of Charya Tantra, practice of Yoga Tantra, and practice of highest Tantra or Anuttara. So when you visit temples or monastery or wherever, especially when you visit Tibetan monasteries, you can see there's so many different types of deities. So you shouldn't mix. You shouldn't think that Dharma protector, that the 8 deities are same, is not same. Okay. Also Dharma protector you can call protector deities. Also, for example, the Yamendaka and also the Kala Chakra deities, they also is a deity, but they are not same, not similar. It's totally different. So we have 4 different types of Tantra practice, 4 different types of Tantra teaching. So Kriya, action, right? Chayut, we call Chayut. So when you practice the Tantra, so Kriya Tantra, when you practice the Kriya Tantra, for example, when you practice Thara, when you sometimes you do Thara practice in your room, you recite Tantra, Thara mantra, you do particularly for Thara, then we call Thara is included into Kriya deities, Kriya Tantra deities include, not Charya deities. Is that time you are very much careful with the food, clothes, the place where you practice. Is very kind of very much depends on the external things. So we have 4 classes of Tantra. The next question, please.
Question number 4. There are 2 ways Buddha Dharma be presented. What are they?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, her name.
Carrie. No. not carry, behind carry, is it?
Yeah.
Behind can
No, you.
Okay, this question I try very hard.
Yeah.
Page 62, it says the two ways how the teaching is
Excuse me, can you come here? This,
So that is really,
here, this side.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Carrie, please.
Okay. To understand how the teaching is transmitted, and also the subject matter itself.
Yeah, transmitted teaching. First is transmitting teaching. Second one,
Second one is the realized teaching.
yeah, realized teaching. It is very important because Union was Asanga, I think. I'm not sure. Asanga, I think, brother of Tome, Yin, who composed the Abhidharma text.
Vasubandhu, is it?
Vasubandhu, Yin, whatever, So it's very important. Look at, we have so many different kinds of teachings. So, Tantra, mantra or sutra, so many different teaching. All teaching, all dharma, we must include into two categories. One we name, transmitted teaching. For example, the book, the book itself, the book is not teaching, is it? This book is teaching or not? Huh? So, this book, is it Buddha teaching?
Commentary.
Is Buddha teaching or not?
Half.
So,
You need it
uh,
to support you.
yeah.
The transmitted comes orally.
Okay, anyway, so my question is for everybody.
Okay.
This book, is this teaching or not? Is a Buddha teaching or Pabongka teaching, whatever? Is this teaching or not?
Pabongka teaching. No, it contains the teaching.
Huh?
It has teachings and commentaries as well, but it's not the teaching.
This book is
Yes.
not teaching, right?
No,
Commentary.
it's a record.
But I think everybody has the same idea because they thought this is not Buddha teaching because it's not taught by Buddha. Right?
That's what I think.
This is the reason. There's a commentary. You said commentary.
Yes.
Actually, this is a book. This is kind of bunch of paper.
Okay.
In all the paper there are a lot of letters. But this is not teaching. This is not Buddha teaching. This is not the teaching of Pabongka. This book is written by Pabongka. The book is not teaching. So for example, we have almost 100 or something Buddha teaching over there. So usually we say this is the teaching of Buddha. But we should say this is, this is the conventional teaching, not the ultimate teaching. Because teaching must be kind of a sound, right? Sound. This book is not sound. This is a form, not sound. In a particular form, not sound.
So CD is a teaching.
Huh? CD?
Yeah.
CD never
CD that you play while you play the CDs and it makes sounds, is that the
Yeah. When you play that CD, when you read a book, you can hear a sound. The sound carry the meaning. The sound actually is the teaching. They say transmitted teaching. When you receive the transforming teaching, you're not going to receive the book. You're going to receive the sound, right? So this is the Buddha Dharma book. This is not the teaching. Teaching, the definition of kind of teaching is the sound which is carry the meaning of Buddha Dharma. transmitted teaching is sound. Okay. The second, second one, what, Kerry?
Presented.
Not presented.
Realized teaching.
Oh. Realized teaching. That's, for example, when I say, bodhicitta, you hear the sound. The sound carry the meaning of bodhicitta. The bodhicitta itself is the, realized teaching, the subject matter. Subject
matter.
Yeah, is the realized teaching. For example, Lamrim, shows what? This Lamrim text, the teaching shows how to practice renunciation, how to practice bodhicitta, how to practice everything. The subject matter is the, realized teaching. So Buddha Dharma, we must include into two categories. One is the actual sound, which is carry the meaning. The second, the subject, is the Dharma. These are two types of Dharma. Do you think this is kind of a major problem? Okay, so everybody make sure it's clear. Realized teaching means the subject of all the teaching. The teaching taught by Buddha Shakyamuni or the teaching taught by, other than the Buddhas. The subject matter. For example, bodhicitta is realized teaching. Great compassion is realized teaching. The sound which is explained the great compassion, the sound which is explained the nirvana, Four Noble Truths. The sound itself is, the transmitted teaching. So we have two types of dharma, two types of, Buddha teaching. The realized teaching and the transmitted teaching. And you shouldn't think all the books are teaching. Teaching must be a sound. Okay, sound teaching. The actual the transmitted teaching must be sound. Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The book contains letters. When we read the book, although we do not produce the actual sound, but the sound was there present. As you read the book,
Yeah.
it was in your mind streams. So is that considered as one of the transmitted teaching when you actually read the book?
It's also sound.
It is a sound, right?
Yeah. You, for example, you don't really speak loudly, but in your mind, you still reciting the chanting in your heart. Is also a sound. Sonam. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. When you just sit in your home, when you sit on the train, you are reciting kind of mantra, you are reciting some kind of teaching or text in your heart. This is also, we claim this as sound.
Okay.
Even though
it's not an actual sound vibration, but it is a
still sound.
silent sound.
Sound, yes. For example, somebody has, of course, most of you have you can recite the mantra of great compassion, right? Buddha, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Ami Devashi. So, during when you are in the deep sleep, at that moment, I think still the mantra still in your heart, still within you. Also, we say this is kind of the sound which is not speak out, still sound. We say sound. Yes. So next question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The last question would be, quote from the last sentence in the headings for the greatness of allowing you to realize that all the teachings are without contradiction is a most important point. The question is, what is the most important point?
Okay, so so the question, the text mentioned, this is a most important point. So what is the most important point?
The most important point to me is that all the subject matters of the scriptures and commentaries all boils down to all boils down to a practice to enable one person to be enlightened.
Yes.
Okay,
And then-
so can you read the analogy?
The last paragraph, the whole paragraph.
Yeah.
One could follow these interpretations, but my own precious guru, my refuge and protector, told me, just as when one moves one corner of a square mat, one moves the whole mat. Similarly,
Yeah, this is the analogy, right? For example, there's a mattress with a 4 corner. When you move one corner, 3 corners come together. Doesn't matter where you move, where you lift up. When you lift up this corner, the 3 corner lift up, right? So this is a very important. So you said all the subject matters, right? You're exactly right. For example, there are so many different types of subject matters in the Buddha Dharma, in the Buddha teaching. Many. When we were young, we have been saying, all phenomena are subject matter of Buddha Dharma. All phenomena are subject matter of Buddha Dharma. That means Buddha talks about everything. There's not any single phenomena which is not taught by Buddha, which is not taught by from Buddha. That means Buddha taught. Buddha explained everything, all subject matters. Even though in the Buddha, like a particular text mentioned all the subject matter, all the, the atom. Also, he mentioned very clearly how you can make, very powerful weapon. So that means Buddha taught everything. So subject matter is, huge. So when you put into practice, for example, as a Mahayana practitioner, we have to practice bodhicitta, we have to practice renunciation, we have to practice emptiness. So we have to practice all the paths, great compassion. So when you practice, for example, when you recite the verses about taking refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha, that moment you are really reciting the verses, you are taking refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha. So it's just you are leaving one corner of the mattress. That moment, you shouldn't only practice the 3 jewels. At the same time, you must practice renunciation. You must practice bodhicitta. You must include all the practices. Okay, when you practice great compassion, at the same time, you must practice bodhicitta. You must practice renunciation. You never, leave other practice. Must include in it. That means it's very important. So do you remember when you practice, when you take refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha, at that moment, how you can practice that compassion, renunciation, bodhicitta? How you can practice? That moment you are totally mindful towards Buddha Dharma Sangha, right? That moment, how you can practice great compassion? How? Do you remember the analogy, right? Analogy. Say, we talk about conjoin. Remember the analogy? For example, the mother, who lost the dear child. She lost, she has only one child and she lost the child. When she eat, like a breakfast or lunch, when eat something, at that moment she are eating our food. But at the same time she remember the child, right? Still remember the child very vividly. So that moment she has two mental actions. One mental act about eating, smelling, taste. Another mind act as a remember the child. The mind has a 2 points. One remember the child, one is taste the food. That means this is the analogy. When you take Rinpoche Buddha Dharma Sangha, you just remember all sentient beings. Remember their sufferings. Remember their dissatisfaction. So I'm taking Rinpoche Buddha Dharma Sangha. I'm taking refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha in order to benefit all the sentient beings. There's a great compassion. Also there's a kind of bodhicitta. There's a renunciation because you are taking refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha because you are really sure you are not really happy in the samsara. In the samsara there are so many sufferings, so many problems. In order to overcome all those suffering, I'm taking you to Buddha Dharma Sangha. So that means whatever you practice, particularly any kind of practice, you must include all the practice together. Kanjon is very important. Yes, Sonam?
Geshe, in your previous discourse, when you taught us about mind and mental factor, you say that the mind is like looking through separate windows of a house. You can only see one at a time. So how does the conjoin is going to happen when the mind is always on one? So is it like switching, like flip from the great compassion and taking refuge all the times, or you only look through one window because you cannot look at two windows at the same time?
Yes, Sonam, you are right. For example, the concept about the mind. So one school accept only one mind. Okay, one mind. With one mind, sometimes the mind can be eyes consciousness, sometimes the air consciousness, sometimes it look like one monkey looking from like five different windows. Is the school who accept only one mind, they say there's one mind, it just depends on the five the organs. So another school accept many minds. Even though you are right, one mind or like two different kinds of mind never coexist at the same level. Never. But think about the mom who lost the child, even though when she eats something, when she speaks with something, talk with something, that moment she's talking with someone, right? That moment, her mind is more about, what she's talking. But in the deep down, she still remember the child in the heart. That means there's that moment, there are two types of minds there, but not exist in the same level. One becomes strong, one becomes weak. When you practice, furthermore, that there's a way you can bring two different minds in the same level. Yeah.
So when you're being mindful, like people say, you must be, when you're eating, you should be mindful of what you're eating. You should taste the food and everything. You shouldn't be thinking about all other things. But then you've still got something else is deep down. So
Yeah.
you may not be actually thinking about that, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
So
you're
not,
right.
You're not going against being mindful,
Yeah.
but it's still
Still there.
down. Yeah.
So that's why Mahayana practice should be like this. Whatever you practice, the great compassion for all sentient beings always there. That bodhicitta is always there. Okay, so we finished the last. Yes, Sonam?
Can I add on to that question? I would like to know, is there any fault? Is there any fault if we do not practice whatever we are practicing in full? The goal and the aim is when we take refuge, we are wholeheartedly taking refuge. So with this conjoined mind, if we were to do it, will it make us fall into have committed a fault not to be wholeheartedly practicing what we are practicing?
Can you repeat? Thought or fault?
Fault, the wrong.
Wrong or?
Yeah. Are we not doing the right thing when we're taking refuge with a mind conjoined with great compassion? That means you are not doing it wholeheartedly. Do we have a fault of that, and will that have a negative impact on our future practice for single-pointed concentrations and etc.?
Yes, it depends on it's very much depend on the person. If the person, consider themselves, I'm a Mahayana practitioner, or I'm a follower of the Mahayana. So when you take refuge, that moment you shouldn't forget, the great compassion for all sentient beings. It's because whatever you practice is practice about what? Practice about achieving Buddhahood, not just Nirvana. The Buddhahood, why you really want to achieve Buddhahood? Because I want to, help. I really want to give, happiness for all sentient beings. For example, the people who are very thirsty, he or she is looking for water. In order to drink water, he or she needs a glass or cup container. But that moment, the person is looking at a container but the person is never going to forget he or she needs a water. So Kanjon, said, how Kanjon is the two minds is, have to put together, have to join two minds. For example, if you really want to practice great compassion, or before you meditate on emptiness, or you just think about emptiness, just try to remember the nature of all phenomena. Within the sense of understanding emptiness, without losing the understanding emptiness, then you slowly cultivate great compassion. When you actually practice great compassion, the understanding emptiness is not there very vividly, but the influence of the understanding emptiness is still there. The influence of emptiness. On the opposite, before you meditate on emptiness or impermanence, selflessness, just develop great compassion very strongly. Within the sense of great compassion, then you slowly try to meditate on impermanence, emptiness. At that moment, the influence of great compassion is still there. It's because like Kanjon. It's very, very important. So we finished the question, right? Okay. So the last time we talked about the merit field. I said very clearly, it's very much depend on you. You can follow like Chinese Buddhist tradition, you can follow Tibetan, whatever is very much depend on you. You have a total freedom to follow any kind of practice. Whatever you follow the tradition, but you have to visualize the merit field. It's very important. If you are able to visualize merit field, you're going to have three beneficials. One, you're going to, purify the negative karma. And second, you're going to accumulate a lot of merit, of good karma. And number third, if you're able to visualize the merit field, wherever you go, you always remember the merit field. Then you have a sense of kind of, faith or belief towards Buddha Dharma Sangha. At the Tsongkhapa lifetime, he had very difficult to understand emptiness. He always had, struggled with understanding emptiness. Even though that time, he able to communicate with the Manjushri. Okay, he can talk with the Manjushri. Even though he didn't understand the emptiness. Then Tsongkhapa asked to Manjushri, how I really can, realize, how I really can understand emptiness. Then the Manjushri answered, you must three practice put together. Practice of purifying your negative karma, practice of accumulating merit, and remember the merit field. Three things must put together. Purify your negative karma, as well as accumulate merit, as well as remember the three jewels, Buddha Dharma Sangha, at the same time. So the visualization of merit field is very important. So I said very clearly, it's very much depend on you. You can follow any kinds of Buddhist tradition. So according to Tibetan Buddhist tradition, all the practitioners who practice Buddha Dharma, they always do visualization of merit field. Okay. So right now we are studying about Lamrim. According to Lamrim text, there are so many different ways you can visualize. Very common. First, what you have to visualize? You have to visualize big throne, very huge. Not like small. So within on the big throne, this is a throne. Okay. In the middle, little higher throne than the other. Then there's 4 other thrones surround around the central throne. So what you have to visualize in the center?
Your root guru.
You have to visualize your root guru as a
Manifestation of second
Buddha Shakyamuni with the true mudras. So on the right hand, touch on the ground, left hand hold a begging bowl. In the begging bowl, there is a nectar. The nectar is symbolized the 4 different types of nectar. So what are the 4 evil? Evil. What are the 4 evils? Okay, yes. Yeah, anybody can. Okay, Sonam, you are.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Just when you tell that about the nectar, the first nectar is symbolized. Second nectar, third, 4. First the Kamada. Before that, Damak, right?
Bottom of page 129.
Look at, before his right hand adopt the earth, touching Mudara, signifying the defeat of Kama Deva, right?
Yeah.
the demands of lust. This is one demand or one evil.
Demons.
Yeah, demand. The second one, demand of the 5 aggregates, right?
Yes.
Or demands or evil, same. The next one, defeat of demonic delusion.
Demonic lord of death. The second one is demonic lord of death.
Death, yeah. Yeah.
And then the nectar of uncontaminated primal wisdom, symbolizing the defeat of demonic delusion.
Okay, this means there are 5 kind of demon or 4 demons or 4
For demons.
evils. Okay, so look at this is the defeat of the Kama Deva. Okay, so this is another important. We say in Tibetan we name the high Buddha. This kind of demon. So as a practitioner, I'm not sure it is the truth or not. When we were young, our teachers always mention you shouldn't sleep, you shouldn't sleep around 7:30, 6:30 or 7 between. You must wake up before 6 or before 4, 5.
In the morning.
In morning, you shouldn't sleep, around 6 to 7, 7:30 between. Morning. Okay.
I'm definitely sleeping.
Okay.
I'm not.
Because when you look at the history of Buddha, when Buddha was meditating in the forest, he almost supposed, almost ready to achieve Buddhahood. So there's a lot of destruction about the Maras. Finally, Buddha defeated all the Maras. He win, he become kind of Buddha. Since this, the Mara became kind of enemy with the Buddha teaching, with the follower of the Buddha. Each morning, Maras, the demon always looking in the world. Make sure who is really, practicing Buddha Dharma, who is really following Buddha Dharma. So each time he shot an arrow.
Shot an arrow.
Shot arrow in the planet. So the people, the practitioner, the Buddhist practitioner who sleep in the morning between 6 to 7:30, the arrow shot that person. That person get a lot of kind of obstacle for practice of Buddha Dharma. Okay, so I'm not sure the teacher scared us or we really sleeping.
So what time should I get up then?
Ah,
So what time should I get up?
okay. So okay, now everybody recognize the 4 demons or 4 evils. Okay, in the center, you have to visualize your root guru, you not say your root guru, the guru who are really close to you, the teacher who really always give you get a lot of benefits. So you visualize your most important guru in the center as a Buddha Shakyamuni, because then you must remember, yes, this is my guru, but actually this is the Shakyamuni, Buddha Shakyamuni. Okay? Then the right side, what you have to visualize.
Right side, Manjushri.
In the text, no, look at the text.
Maitreya. Maitreya is on the right.
Yeah. I said M-I, Maitreya. Me, yeah, guess that, Maitreya. So you have to visualize the Maitreya Buddha on your right side. So the Maitreya Buddha is what? Maitreya Buddha is preserver of the profound teaching of Buddha Shakyamuni. Profound. Okay, profound teaching. Then you can, just in the center, you can visualize Maitreya Buddha. That Maitreya Buddha surrounded by all the, master, all the Buddhas who hold the extensive teaching. Maitreya Buddha is holder of extensive. Manjushri is the, preserver of the profound teaching. So Maitreya Buddha on the right side, surrounded by all the, master or guru. Yes?
The Buddha is facing us, right?
Yeah.
So it's the right side.
Okay. So right side of the, the merit field.
So as we look at it,
Not-
this is left.
Yeah. So this side, Maitreya, this side Manjushri. There's a two different way. You can just think, in the center, in the Manjushri, all the master is just surrounded, the Manjushri, Maitreya Buddha is surrounded by all the master. Just in his center, lot of master is around him. Or you can visualize, Maitreya Buddha on the top, and all the master look like one by one. These are two different ways. Okay? One, just center, you visualize in the center, Maitreya Buddha, all the master who hold the extensive teaching is just around him. It's kind of center, this lot. And also you can just go this way. On the left side, Manjushri, in the center, and all the master is around Manjushri, or top of Manjushri, you can just visualize this way. So in the center, on the behind of the Buddha Shakyamuni, what you have to visualize? Vajradhara. Vajradhara is in the center, just surrounded by all the master, or Vajradhara top, all the master come, this way. Whatever is comfortable for you is okay. So it's very roughly finished. And in front of the Buddha Shakyamuni, what you have to visualize? You have to visualize all your guru, which you receive teaching in this life. Okay, all the gurus, all the master, okay, in front.
But Geshe, if I have no guru, how?
So you can find one guru.
Okay.
Okay, we are just studying. Okay, so in the future, if you really want to seriously follow Buddha Dharma, then you have to find a guru. So in the center, you have to use your guru. Now look at this. Little is comfortable for you. So for example, So for example, okay, you just visualize Buddha Shakyamuni in the middle. When you visualize your guru in front, is blocking, right?
Yes.
If you visualize the guru in the middle, so it looks like all the gurus going to block the Buddha. So how you can visualize?
Well, they've taken their teachings from the Buddha, haven't they? So it's kind of so they're in a way.
For example,
they're not blocking them, but they're.
If you have a kind of the kind of cord and the kind of piece is blocking somehow, you cannot see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then the guru is just like this way, not really this way. Also, you should visualize all the Guru Manjushri, Maitreya Buddha, all the Guru, all the lineage are not really has a physical body which is we have. Everybody has kind of the celestial body, light body. They cannot block each other. Okay. Okay. Next. So I mentioned here 11 like a roar. All of it is the lotus flower. Lotus flower. So here one important, when you visualize your guru, for example, you have two gurus. One guru is still alive, one guru already passed away. The guru who passed away, okay, for example, this is a guru. So the guru sit on what? Sit on something. Lotus flower, okay? On the lotus flower, there's a sun and moon. The guru who passed away usually visualize on the lotus flowers. There are also two kind of cushion of sun and cushion of moon. The Guru who is still alive, on the lotus flower, you visualize the real question, those sun and moon. Okay?
Normal cushion.
Huh?
It's a normal cushion.
Normal question.
Yeah.
The Guru who passed away, you visualize there's a sun and moon question. The sun and moon is, a symbol of wisdom and methods. So, for example, sun is the symbol of wisdom. Moon is wisdom of great compassion or bodhicitta. So here's 11 roles.
Levels.
11 levels or 11 lotus flower levels. Here what you have to visualize. Okay?
The 1,000 Buddhas of the current.
First role. So we have 4 different tantric deities. Okay, 4 tantric deities. First here, Kriya, Charya, Yoga, then highest tantric deities. First, you have to visualize the highest tantric deities. Okay, just enter your guru. And second level, you visualize the tantric yogas deities. Number 3, Charya's deity. The number 4, Kriya. Okay. Below of the Kriya, what you have to visualize according to the text? Buddha, right? It mentioned particularly Buddha. It mentioned what Buddha? Buddha who trekked form of Nimanakaya. For example, Buddha Shakyamuni. Okay, Buddha Nimanakaya, also 37 Buddha, also 8 Tathagata, whatever. It's a role of the Buddha. Let's for the Buddhas. So do you remember what the difference is between Nirmanakaya Buddha and Supreme Nirmanakaya Buddha? Oh, you forget very quickly.
Oh, yes.
Actually, Singapore has Buddhas quite good memory chip. I thought all Singapore has a good memory.
No, I don't.
Ah. Okay, so I mentioned 12 deeds. Okay, the Nirmanakaya Buddha,
Yes.
who carry the 12 deeds fully, that we call Supreme Nirmanakaya, Nirmanakaya, right?
Yeah,
Supreme Nirmanakaya. The Nirmanakaya who do certain kind of action, not fully carries the 12 deeds, is still Nirmanakaya, but not Supreme Nirmanakaya.
Is it important to know this?
Yeah,
Right. Do we have a Buddha that do not have 12 deeds?
not necessary. One Buddha manifests just as a medicine, as a doctor. He carry whole life. He be as a doctor whole life. He's not going to give a teaching. Okay.
Sorry, Geshe, because we are visualizing these things, and then we have this Supreme Nirmanakaya. So far, we only have Lord Buddha, Sakyamuni, that exhibit the 12 deeds. Any other Buddha that does not have the 12 deeds that we know of, or we
Yeah. For example, at the Buddha lifetime,
yes.
the Manjushri, the Mitra Buddha, they are Nirmanakaya Buddha. They didn't did the 12 deeds.
Okay.
Also, okay, anyway, so Buddha, right? Now number 5 is like a Buddha. Then number 6, after Buddha, what you have to visualize? Okay, Bodhisattva, B, another, Bodhisattva, Buddha, Bodhisattvas. So what are the differences between Buddha and Bodhisattva? between differences between Buddha and Bodhisattvas? Is there any common Buddha and Bodhisattva? True is like contradictory?
No. Whoever that is a Buddha is necessarily included in Bodhisattva. Whoever is a Bodhisattva may not necessarily include in Buddha.
Okay, Sonam said all the Buddhas are Bodhisattva, right?
Yes.
All the Bodhisattvas not necessarily Buddha. All everybody going to agree with Sonam?
Different aspiration.
It's expression.
Different.
But you're not going to agree with Sonam. Do you have any kind of argue, debate? Okay, Sonam said all Buddhas are Bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas not necessarily Buddha. Also, so from my understanding, all Buddhas are not Bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas and Buddha is a contradiction. Buddha has a bodhicitta, but he is not Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means who accomplish the bodhicitta, not yet reach to the Buddhahood, so we can call Bodhisattva. When he or she reach to Buddhahood, then no more Bodhisattva, just Buddha. Okay, Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means the practitioner who fully develop bodhicitta, then we can call the person is Bodhisattva. Male and female doesn't matter. Human or non-human, like Dev or Devis.
Okay.
Okay, Bodhisattva. After number 7. Number 7, after Bodhisattva, we have to visualize what? Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, Priya.
Pratika Buddhas.
Oh, yeah, Pratika Buddha, right? P. And on the 8,
Sravakas.
Charvaka, right? Okay. So Pratika and Charvaka, the Buddha, Pratika Buddha or Charvaka Buddha, both of them is both are just reach. They achieve nirvana. Okay, not achieve Buddha, no reach to Buddhahood. They are not Buddha, not Buddha. Okay, Pratika Buddha and Charvaka Buddha. What are the differences between Pratika and Charvaka Buddhas? Both of them, cultivate renunciation. Both of them practice Four Noble Truths, 12 interdependent. Both of them practice are same.
Sravakas are through the teachings of Buddha. They listen to the teachings of Buddha and achieve the afflictive, to eliminate afflictive.
Okay, so as you say, Pratika and Charvaka has followed the same practice. But Pratika Buddha, accumulate more merit than the Charvaka Buddha. And the Pratika Buddha has a, what? You can see the books, has a small
Protrusion on the crown of his head.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which I don't understand what is that.
Okay, that means Buddha Shakyamuni, look at it. So this one, this is very unique for the Buddha, right? All the Buddha must have this, symbol. This is the whole what? Portion. Unisha is Sanskrit in the books. Yeah, you mentioned.
Well, it just says in the book of protrusion.
Yeah.
But it's a it's got a name.
Yeah. Yeah, she's writing in Sanskrit. What's it?
Unisha.
Unisha, in a small piece, kind of on the head. It's a Zuktor. Zuktor meaning, top, there's a particular, thing top of the head. Above.
It's like a bump. Yeah.
So that means the Pratika Buddha has a small, and Charvaka Buddha, it doesn't have this kind of. Okay, number 9. Visualize what? Daka. Okay, all the Daka. Okay, all the Daka is number 9. Number 10. All the Dakinis. Daka, Dakinis. Daka is one role. The Dakinis is another role. Yeah, okay. The last? all Dharma protector. Dharma protector who are supreme mundane, so who reach to beyond the the normal ordinary beings. For example, we have how many paths? 5 paths, right? Okay, 5 paths. This is what?
Preparation.
Accumulation paths. Number 2, preparation paths. Number 5, fifth, seeing path. Number 5, meditation path. Number 5th,
No more
no more learning path. So when you become Buddha, you don't have to learn anything. Okay, she's very worried. Okay, so first, second, even though the Dharma protector who reach first and second path, first path or second path, still we don't take a refuge. We're just ordinary being. When the Dharma protector who reach to the third bhumi, the seeing path, then the protector you can visualize here. Otherwise, any kind of protector, famous, what you shouldn't visualize in the merit field.
Geshe, you mentioned third bhumi. Is this third bhumi or third path?
It is same. Yeah.
Because you have 10 bhumis, 5
Yeah.
paths.
Because we have 5 paths, 10 bhumi, 5 bhumi, 10 bhumi. Yeah. You can use 5 bhumi or 5 paths. So more important. So for example, I saw your photo, Kelly. Huh? Sally, because I don't understand you. Celeste. So when I see your picture, on the altar you put the Ganesh, one roll, which is good. You put the last. Okay. When you visualize the merit field, you shouldn't visualize Ganesh in the merit field. Okay. So we just finished this. So any question? And also under the this kind of huge lotus flower, that there's a root, like 3 trunk or what? 3 branches. 3 branches, okay, like man kind of tree and 2 branches, totally 3. It's also a symbol of the 3 scopes, 3 okay, so related to this merit field, do you have any question?
So the 35 compassion Buddha, we actually put it at level 5 Buddhas together with the Buddhas, right?
It is same.
Same with the Buddhas.
Yeah. All the Buddhas, 35 Buddha, 8 Tathagata, 16 Arha, you put in the same level. All Buddhas.
You should have 15 minutes for question and answer meditation.
Oh, okay. So it's finished very quickly. So next, okay. So I will ask you a question. I think everybody will answer. Right now, which heading we are studying?
Which heading?
Don't look at book.
I'm very worried now.
Refuge visualization.
Visualization.
So we are on heading number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5.
Right, okay.
What we are?
4.
4. Okay, she said number 4. What is the number 4?
I don't know.
Oh, Sonam, what we are studying? Which heading we are studying?
The way that listen and the way of listening to the Dharma.
No, it's finished. It's finished. The preparation.
Preparation of the right.
Then next, with the preparation, how many heading it has?
Cleaning the room.
No. It's including the preparation.
Cleaning is included the preparation.
Okay, the last one there.
Yeah.
That's
Refuge.
the last part. The last one is visualization.
Visualize, I think. Yeah,
It's the last part of the preparation of the rite.
yeah.
Preparatory mind.
So you know when we study, you shouldn't forget the heading where we study. They're very easy to
Okay.
Page 675. There's an outline of the headings.
Yeah.
We are in the subheading of number 4.
Mm-hmm.
That is the petitioning the merit fields.
You know, first we look at the root of the path, devotion to the spiritual guide. It is a truth. What to do in your meditation session and what to do between meditation session, right?
Yep.
Then first has a 3. The preparatory retreats,
Right.
right? Then how to pursue the main part of the session, what to do at the end of the session. The first has a how many? Has a 6.
5. 5. Cleaning your rooms is one.
6, 6.
Offering.
6, 6.
Right in the symbol.
Yeah, cleaning your room, obtaining offering without deceit, adopting the 7 features, and offering the 7 form of mind, and preparing the merit field. Now we are on the 4th. 4th. Okay, we are studying on the heading 4th. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time. So next, so I'm going to jump all the way to the 7 limbs. Okay, 7 limbs. So it's very easy to understand. So everybody, next time when you come back to the class, everybody must recognize the 7. Within the 7, for example, the prostration, how many types of prostration, how many types of offering. So you must remember all the 7. Within the 7, there's a sub kind of branches. So everybody going to remember that next class.
So is that the 7 limb prayer?
Yeah, 7 limbs. Remember the
Sorry, Geshe.
So we're jumping
to 171.
because in the between is mentioned,
So these are 7 then.
just they mentioned taking root is very easy. So I will explain it briefly in the next class.
Okay.
But from your side, you read a few pages and try to understand the 7 limbs.
All the 7 limbs or the first limbs?
All 7 limbs.
Right. We should memorize all the 7 limbs.
Of
But
course.
for the next class,
Yeah.
you think we can? Okay. Got you. Sorry, Geshe.
Mm.
You just brought up one point that I'm sorry, I apologize that I missed. You mean when we study these Lamrim books, we have to memorize and know by heart the headings, all the headings.
Yeah.
We have to always remember the headings.
Yeah. You must remember all the headings, and you shouldn't just remember. You must try to remember in order. First one, second one, third one, fourth, what. Okay, of course it's little, a lot of homework for you. Okay, any question?
I have a lot of questions.
That's good. Okay, yeah.
Geshe, can I find out from you from this merit field, are we talking about like hierarchy of the Buddhas or what is it? I don't understand why the placement and why the Buddhas are being placed in this hierarchy manner.
Mhm.
Is there a reason behind that?
So it's very much, not 100% related to this merit field. Not only practice, only about practice about the Sutrayana. It's also talking about the Sutrayana plus the Tantrayana. Yan is path, okay, Sutra path or Tantra path. So look at it. Good question. So this is okay for with the kind of Hinayana tradition. Okay, it's okay visualize Buddha Shakyamuni in the middle. They also accept Maitreya Buddha, they also accept, Compassion Buddha also. This is, I don't think they're going to accept the Vajradhara. So, why Vajradhara in the middle? Why we have to visualize Vajradhara in the middle? So Vajradhara is the root, root of all the teachings. Mahayana teaching, Tantrayana teaching, whatever. So Vajradhara is the root. Then, so for example, when you practice Lamrim, you need to know this lineage which I practice come from where.
Okay.
That means the Lamrim where we study this Lamrim come from Pabongka Rinpoche. Pabongka Rinpoche received the teaching other guru from Tsongkhapa. Tsongkhapa received the teaching from other master. Finally, the Lamrim coming from Adisha. Adisha received all the teaching from where? He received teaching from whom?
Selimpa or
In English,
Selimpa.
Sarvana Deva. Sarvana Deva. He came to Indonesia. He spent, I think, 12 years.
12 years.
12 years, I think 12, less or more 12 years. Then he received two lineage. One lineage from the Maitreya Buddha side, one lineage from the Maitreya and Buddha, Manjushri.
Okay.
So Atisha received two lineage from Sarvana Deva. So Atisha bring the lineage to India, then finally he brought the lineage to Tibet. So this means talking about this one and this two talking about the lineage of your Lamrim. Okay. So in the center, so when you practice, if you really serious practitioner of Buddhism, you really have to rely on your guru, your master, not just teacher. Your guru is more important than teacher. Then all of them is very important. Manjushri important, Maitreya Buddha important, Vajradhara important. Everybody is very important. For you, who is more important? Your good guru.
Okay.
Guru.
Right.
Root guru is very important. Because unfortunately, I said before, we didn't meet Manjushri,
No.
Maitreya,
No.
even though we don't know. But whatever we know, whatever we able to practice, because of the guru. So you have to visualize guru in the center. Then you have another guru, you must visualize who receive teaching from them. Then you really want to become a Buddha. In order to become Buddha, you need to accumulate merit 3 eons. But you don't have to spend 3 eons. Okay, you can accumulate 1 eon merit within few seconds if you know how to do it. So in order to accumulate merit, you need a field. You need a something which you can offer something, which you can receive blessing. You can receive teaching. These are meaning Buddha. So many things. How you can visualize them? You shouldn't put all the protector deity. You shouldn't visualize the protector. All the Dharma protectors are here, because in order they are not important as a the highest Tantra deities. So these are more important. Highest, we put highest and lower. This order. And also you have some kind of difficulty about visualization.
Yes.
Then I'm going to say, okay, don't worry. Don't worry. And just Buddha. Just visualize Buddha Shakyamuni in front of you. Then you think Buddha Shakyamuni is my guru. My guru is Buddha Shakyamuni. My guru and Buddha Shakyamuni is not duality. They are just one. Inseparable. Due to my own karma, I can see there's 2 different persons. But in the actually they are one. Oneness. Just visualize, Buddha in front of you, and Buddha is my Guru, Guru is my Buddha, Buddha is all the deities, all the deities of Buddha, and just visualize yourself here. Very easy way. Yeah. Okay. So we.
So next time we need to have read it through. Can I just do the page number?
Yes,
Very
please.
boring, from 170 right through to
195.
195.
Okay.
Okay.
Before you read whole pages, just
Read the heading.
mark. Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Just first you mark, make a mark.
The first, yeah.
Then you don't have to go all the English words. You need to get the main point. But in order to get main point, you have to read something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You should have 2 minutes only.
Huh?
If there's any questions.
Yeah. They are better to we should have a question answer rather than meditation. Okay. Today I just pointed you and you. The next time I really want to do the draw.
Yes.
It's better to.
That was all right. Rather than just point to your people, he's going to draw names.
Next time I will say, okay, number 1.
I'm back to school.
Oh my God.
Okay, any question? But remember the heading. The next, try to understand the 7 limb. Yeah. Yeah. Any question? No question? Okay. Yes, Sonam, so please.
Thank you.